Pat came yesterday, my friend. Oh, he's not. 7:58, 58 degrees. I just got up a few minutes ago. It's the longest I've slept in a long time. A little while anyway. So, yesterday, oh man, they call me Mr. Wonderful. They call me Mr. Wonderful. They call me Mr. Wonderful. With a clean microwave oven, I'm Mr. Clean. Oh, if you know what I mean. See how you rhyme that? For all you songwriters out there, that's how it's done. See, they call me Mr. Clean. Oh, I'm a wonderful machine. See? So, so I make coffee. Pour it in there like that. And then the what do you call it? The heater thing works. But the other thing doesn't work. So I could have thrown it out. I call them my 1%er subscribers. You'd have just thrown it out. Oh, the thing doesn't work anymore. Let's throw it out. That's the reason the world is in the position it's in, is because of people like you. That's right, baby. They call me Mr. Environmentalist Clean Machine. Oh, yes, they do. So anyway, this guy that called me on the phone one day called me to let me know that he's a handyman. So anyway, he comes over every now and then and helps me get stuff taken care of. And, this floor is starting to look better. It's starting to show wear. Although what I'm looking for now and the search for now is linoleum. You know, get some linoleum. If I can find some rolled linoleum in a dumpster or something, or if I can find some place where I can get some. See, I have to worry about money now. You know, I never had to worry about money, you know, because I always had a job or was doing something. But now, no. So, if I find some linoleum in a dumpster or something like that, I'm going to get that and start piecing it together and covering my floor. I mean, I like the way it's covered now, but you know, it's not good for the floor because, you know, mopping the floor on this material is not good for it. And I need to keep this place clean. That was the solution I came up with, the mop action. Because the mop was worn out, so I got some rags and stuck in there like that. I think that's going to be what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use rags, except I'm going to cut them up like that, and then those are my shoes. Cut them up like that and put them on there. These are my Crocs. These are old Crocs, and I covered them with warm material to cover up the holes. And they're good. They're good for house shoes. They call me Mr. Conservative. Oh, I conserve everything to the point where it's nothing but a rag. Oh, yeah, speaking of rags. Yeah, I told you about that. This rag right here. This is what I use when I hold up gas stations. And if I'm not holding up gas stations, I use it to keep my neck warm. Let's see how the birds are doing. There's no birds out there. I better go put some water out there. I better go put out some water out there. Oh, the little birdies are going chirp chirp somewhere, wondering where I am. I'm the bird whisperER. Tweet, 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 tweet. We got a lot of those birds out here. Oh, I'll tell you a bird story. Where's my hat? When I lived in Los Angeles, you're not going to believe this. You're not. Trust me. You're going to say, oh, the bird whisperer is the bird bullshitter. Where is my... That's the one thing about hats, man. Not about hats, about stuff, about having him help me out. Because he misplaces, puts stuff like this thing right here is my cup that I have for my coffee. So anyway, he cleaned off the top of this, okay, which that, this thing right here I found on the street. That thing right there, my mother used that. My grandmother gave that to my mother to mix my formula as a child. So anyway, he put this up on the top of the refrigerator, and I couldn't find it. I looked for half an hour looking for the fucking thing. And he said, well, I didn't take it. You know, you go look at my truck. Kind of stuff like that, you know. Finally found it up there. Anyway, says something like, kind of like it's sitting. I didn't put it up there. Are you kidding me? The guy's kind of funny. Okay, I'm looking for my hat. Oh yeah, and also another thing that he misplaced, because he went in to do the is cleaning up the bathroom area, and now I can't find the stopper to my sink. I mean, to my tub. No shit, I can't find the freaking tub thing. And also, let's do an experiment here. Okay, because this thing right here, this tub, doesn't drain right. So I looked online, and if you mix this stuff, baking soda, with this stuff, white vinegar, it bubbles up and fizzes. I'll do an experiment for you just to show you what it does after we see if it works. Okay. So we're going to put some water in here. It's draining real slow, but it's doing better than it was. Now what you're supposed to do is supposed to pack it full of this stuff and then pour this stuff on it. I'm not so sure that that's necessary because it's going down now. Because it's so because it drained, you can't put much stuff in there. Because it gets kind of clogged up. So we'll put that there like that. And you need to use gloves if you do this. Because this stuff it's not toxic, but it's like it's abrasive or whatever you want to call it. You can see it already doing this little thing. Watch this. So, that's a good tip. That's a good tip, I'm Mr. Tipster. Oh, Tata. Diddle-dee-dee-dee-doo. Oh yeah, I'm going to go and give the bird some water. Ugh. Oh, man. I feel young. It was some sort of a study. Oh, depending on how you feel is how long you live or some shit like that. I mean, that's obviously not true, but if you feel young, you're probably going to maybe live longer. Who knows? I feel like I'm 63. Oh, I feel 63, but I'm really 64. Oh, back door. It just rhymes. It doesn't mean anything. Ah. The candle's doing real good. I don't know if I told you about that candle or not. But the candle, I carved it up a little bit so it'll fit inside there. But it's doing real good. I don't generally like these kind of candles because, well, this candle's okay because of the way it's hanging, see. It's not going to fall down and catch anything on fire. So it'll be good. So it's a nice little flame, and it makes me feel good to have a flame. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. Do, 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 do. Well, anyway, it's cold enough to have a fire, but I don't want to have a fire. There's a little bird right there already. He's on that little yucca, that cholla, piece of cholla that I stuck in that dead cholla that I stuck in that live cholla. You give little birds a little place to sit. Hey, little birdie, you're sitting there, aren't you? Yeah, duh. See, he's looking at me like that. See, I told him in bird talk, it's okay to go get a drink of water, and there he goes. Because I am the bird whisperer. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you say, what can make me feel? Man, my voice, you know what? When I was a kid, when I was young, I was a good singer. I remember one time, my wife and I went to church and I was singing, and she said, wow, you're a good singer. It was funny. It was good. It was interesting. There was another guy. He's dead now. He died of a heroin overdose. He said, was talking about my singing. He was a guitar player. He's really good. He went out to L.A. to seek his fortune as a guitar player, and he didn't make it. But that's not unusual. I mean, I think it's probably easier to go there as an artist than a guitar player. California's full of guitar players, people that are really good at music. My neighbor in the back, he was great at guitar playing. Guitar playing, banjo, all that. It was awesome. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. This I called Pat Day 169. In a period of 8 hours, I put together 169 little pendants out of this box. All stuff that's been recycled. So that's what I counted all those out. Made myself feel good about hiring somebody to come over and clean my house when I could have done it myself. So at least I have that. They're not the greatest pendants in the world, but they're little cabs. People can use those for things. They're a nice quality. I should go show them to you. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. These are got lots of stuff. I should do something. I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm so I don't know. I've got to figure it out. I've got to figure out. I got to go find some people to buy the stuff. You know, I just keep making it because I know. See, this is the interesting thing, and I think maybe it's part of my whole thing about, you know, buying like 20 sewing machines and not knowing how to sew, stuff like that. You know, that there must be some sort of psychological trip going on with me that I don't know about. I mean, I know about everything else. I just don't know about that. I'm the bird whisperer. I'm the Mr. Conservative guy who never buys anything and hurts the planet. I piss in a jug to save water. I have a solar heated house. I don't use wood if the sun's out, because even if it's cold enough to have a fire, I don't have a fire because I put on some more clothes. I mean, I'm a very conservative person. It's 60 degrees inside the house, and I will not build a fire. Because the sun's shining. Well, the sun's not really shining that much. It's really more of a diffused sun. So something about solar power. See, that sun is being all that energy is being diffused by those clouds. So if there was no clouds, this place would be heating up really, really good. But because this is the nice thing about Crocs, they bounce cool. I've got sunshine. So what happens is that, you know, you can see the sun's coming in making shadows and all that, but it's not coming in like full blast. If there was no clouds, it'd start getting to be pretty warm in here right now, but because of that cloud cover, it's not doing as good. And there's one of my subscribers, one of my better subscribers. he makes videos for me. He makes these funny little videos. I always put them in the description. The little videos he makes. He'll make a video of me doing something, and then put it in his little machine thingy, and make a video. And he was talking about the potatoes because I was complaining that it was 10 pounds of potatoes for like $4 or something, and he made a comment because he lives in freaking Canada. I mean, my God, who in the hell would want to live in Canada? But somebody from Canada, but. That was pretty cheap, basically. And then, because I was thinking that it was expensive, because I don't pay a lot of attention to stuff like that. For some reason, I don't know why I should. I should be right on top of it. But I was thinking, oh, that sounds expensive. 10 pounds for $4, $3.99. So I went to Walmart yesterday to get bananas, which I get bananas over there. I put them in my freezer, and I bought a sack of potatoes over there, 10 pounds. I think it was $1 and $1.25. I think it was $1.25, but I'm not sure. 10 pounds of potatoes for like $1.25 compared to $4. And I got a whole stack of these things. I shouldn't be eating that stuff. But I can't afford to eat well because none of my subscribers send me money. I'll be okay. Because I'm the bird whisperer. Oh, there's 20 birds out there now. Hey, I'm not going to show them to you because I only show those to my special videos on my special channel where people support me. Let's see here. What am I doing? I don't even really know what I'm doing, to be honest about it. I just freaking got out of bed, which, you know, for me, if I stay in bed past 7, it's like, I think I got up at like 7:45. If I am in bed even past 6, you know, that's really pretty good. But while he was in here doing all this, I was back there making pendants and doing some other stuff. So I worked hard yesterday. But I was really happy that he came and helped me out with that work. I need to have him come over more often, but until I get some customers to buy my stuff, you know, it's just not going to happen. These are things I'm sending my granddaughters. I made these for them, and maybe I don't know what else, maybe I'll just pick out, no, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It's a nice selection of barrettes. My granddaughters have really long hair, red, and it's really beautiful. So hopefully maybe they'll like those, and if they do, then they'll keep those. This is from Grandpa. Grandpa the Great, no, Grandpa the French Fry. They're making a lot of videos, and then I'm also going to send them this. There's a bunch of stuff in there. It's for my daughter and, well, for the family. These magazines. I got a bunch of magazines. From the 40s and from the 50s and the 60s. I have a whole collection of Rolling Stone magazines also. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I'm really not sure. But this is a collection. These are 4 boxes of Rolling Stone magazines. There's one right there, 1987. Michael Jackson. And here's the Police. That's an old one when they were just kind of like a newspaper rag kind of thing. So there's all kinds of magazines. These are all, no, they're all Rolling Stone. Well, maybe I better go build a fire. Yeah, it's kind of chilly, so I think I'm gonna build a fire. If I sneeze, you know what? I need to build a fire, or else I need to put on a little bit something a little warmer. But I'm gonna go ahead and build a fire, wimp out, and then start my day. I'm Ella Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.